good to be back. Hey guys, Yummy here again, and today I'm bringing you some Battlefield 1 beta gameplay, and I realize this is the first time I've made a video in like 4 months or something, but I have a very good reason for that. My grades in school have been very bad, and actually this semester I don't even have my PC with me at college. It's at home, and that's where I am right now. That's why I'm making this video, but it is possible for me to make videos on my laptop. I have Premiere Pro on it. The only problem is, I could really only do Counter-Strike because my laptop has a GTX 930M, and it's good enough to play basically anything on like the max low settings at least. But it's not good enough for me to be able to use Shadowplay on it for some reason, so I have to record with OBS. So the only game that I could really record with you know, it being decent sort of is Counter-Strike. So I mean, unless I wanted to focus on Counter-Strike, that would really be the only way that I could make videos at school. Otherwise it's going to be like every other weekend whenever I come home I can make a video. So that would be the deal with me if I was going to continue making videos, or else it's going to be about as infrequent as it has been with me posting videos, which is like, you know, extremely infrequent. So that's just a little idea of how things have been going for me. Things are looking up this semester for me because I'm finally in like the right major for me. I'm a history major now, and it should be a lot more smooth than it has been, because history is like my absolute best subject. I don't want to brag, but I'm kind of a savant at history, so that's one reason why I was really excited for Battlefield 1, because I love historical settings in games, and I love them being explored, and especially in Battlefield 1's case, I love that they're actually doing different factions than just Britain, France, and Germany in World War I. There's going to be maps between Italy and Austria-Hungary. I know eventually there's going to be a map with Russia and the United States, and definitely France as well at some point. They already announced. So this game is really looking like it's going to be amazing for me, especially because I'm enjoying my time in the beta. I do have quite a few gripes with the game. Mostly just there's way too many snipers. I know you can see me sniping in this gameplay, but sniping is so easy in the game, and that's why you see so many of them, at least on PC. So it doesn't really help the PTFO situation in that sense. I think that there are too many tanks in the game, or the tanks are a little bit too powerful when they're full of people. But on the other hand, if it's only a driver, especially in the land ship, it feels severely underpowered and kind of useless. But if the tanks are full of gunners, they can be impossible to take down, especially if you either A, don't have a ton of assaults just spamming anti-tank grenades at them, or B, your bombers are just off screwing around somewhere. They're not going to die. They're just going to be alive the entire game, and you're going to have guys who are like 42-0 and stuff. And considering just, how much wider the player base is getting and how many influx from other more casual games we're getting, it's going to happen quite a bit. You're going to have tanks all the time that are just surviving like the entire game, like I did on Rush, where for some reason we had like 4 tanks, which seems insane. I'm not a big fan of how the Conquest works now. I don't really have that big of a problem with it, but I just prefer the old way of starting with a set ticket count and going down. Because it never seems like you have enough time to reach the max ticket count to win the game. The time always runs out, even in a full server with the teams PTFOing like crazy. You can never seem to reach the end. Now, of course, since I said that I enjoy this beta, there's way more things that I like about it than I dislike about it. Especially what I found is how useless SMGs are at range. Whenever I first got into this beta and I was using the SMG, I went on kind of a tear, and I was like, wow, this has to be sort of overpowered. But then whenever I was shooting at a guy at range, I hit him like, it seemed like 10 times, and I only did like 70 damage, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I like the fact that they're really stressing kind of a rock, paper, scissors kind of interplay between the weapons. And I for one, really enjoy the medic classes, semi-auto rifles, especially the M1907. It's a really awesome rifle to use, and it feels really powerful. As always, this game has just incredible audio, probably the best audio that the franchise has ever had, which is saying something considering like Bad Company 2's incredible audio. So it's kind of an orgasm to listen to, especially when you're wearing headphones, and it's really impressive. I'm glad that they're continuing that as kind of Battlefield's legacy. The sandstorm actually seems to play a purpose on this map, unlike the sandstorm in Gulf of Oman, which I really hated. It served nothing more than just to tank your FPS and was just really annoying. But this one actually, it's extremely immersive in its audio, and it's almost impossible to see more than 20 feet in front of you whenever it's in full force. So it's actually kind of impressive. If the same amount of effort goes into the other maps as it did in the first two that have been showcased, this game is just going to have incredible quality. I'm really looking forward to it. This game is going to be amazing. So the future of Battlefield, at least, looks really bright currently. We'll see how the launch goes for this game, and I'm probably going to make another video on Battlefield 1 very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video talking about Battlefield 1, and until next time, if you guys like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And this is Yummy. Goodbye, and good hunting.